Hi, I'm Dan, owner of the company Canine. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you've got a trip coming up and you're trying to figure out what to do with your dog. Do you board them at a kennel or dog hotel? Do you ask a friend or neighbor to help? Or do you hire a professional in-home dog sitter? Today, I want to walk you through why dog sitting is often a better option than boarding, especially for most family dogs. We'll talk about the pros and cons, what actually happens during a dog sitting stay, and how to decide what's right for your dog. Let's start with a quick definition, because pet care covers a lot of ground. Boarding usually means your dog goes somewhere else, like a kennel, vet facility, or dog hotel. They're in a new environment, around unfamiliar people, and often many other dogs. Dog sitting, the way our partner sitters do it at the company Canine, which means a professional sitter comes to your home or even lives in your home temporarily, so your dog can stay in their own space and keep their routine. On paper, they both sound like someone caring for my dog while I'm gone. In reality, the experience for your dog is completely different. Dogs, like us, are creatures of habit. They know which cabinet the treats come from, where they like to nap in that sunny spot by the window, what it sounds like when you get up in the morning. My dog Roxy even knows the sound of the food cabinet opening versus every other cabinet in the kitchen. When you board your dog, all of that disappears overnight. New smells, new sounds, lots of barking, different routines, and often a more confined space. For some very easygoing social dogs, that's manageable. But for many dogs, especially anxious dogs, senior dogs, reactive dogs, or dogs who've had traumatic experiences, that change can be extremely stressful. In-home dog sitting works with your dog's natural desire for stability. They stay in their home, with their bed, their toys, and a routine that feels normal. The sitter fits into that world instead of flipping it upside down. The next big difference is attention. In a boarding facility, even a good one, staff are juggling many dogs. They may be doing their best, but your dog is one of dozens. There's a schedule to keep and limited time for true one-on-one interaction. With professional dog sitting, especially overnight or live-in house sitting, your dog gets individual care, a familiar, quiet environment, a consistent human presence. The sitter isn't rushing off to 20 other runs or kennels. Their job is to focus on your dog in your home. This is especially important if your dog needs medication, has mobility issues, has separation anxiety, or just really thrives on human interaction. One-on-one care means they're not competing for affection or getting lost in the shuffle. Let's talk about health and safety, because every dog owner worries about this, rightfully so. In any group setting, kennels, boarding facilities, doggy daycares, there's a higher risk of exposure to contagious illnesses, parasites, stress-related stomach issues, and even dog-to-dog conflicts. Again, good facilities work hard to minimize those things, but they can't eliminate them. With in-home dog sitting, your dog isn't being exposed to dozens of other dogs. They're in a familiar environment where your sitter can closely monitor their eating, drinking, and bathroom habits. If something seems off, it's much easier to spot early and respond quickly. Plus, because your dog is in their usual space and routine, dog sitting reduces the chance of stress-related issues like not eating, diarrhea, or destructive behavior. Here's a benefit that often gets overlooked: your home. When you board your dog, your house is sitting empty. Maybe a light is on a timer, a neighbor grabs your mail, that's about it. With overnight or live-in dog sitting, you're getting pet care and house sitting in one. Someone is coming and going or staying there full time. Mail and packages can be brought inside. Lights and blinds can be rotated. Plants can be watered. The home just looks lived in. That's a big layer of peace of mind, especially for longer trips. You're not only caring for your dog, you're caring for your property and security too. Now, dog sitting is great for most dogs, but it's especially helpful for some specific situations. Think about dog sitting if you have anxious or shy dogs. They're often overwhelmed by loud, busy boarding environments. Senior dogs, they may have arthritis, vision, or hearing loss, or they just don't adapt well to change. Dogs with medical needs, they might need medication at specific times or close monitoring. Reactive dogs, dogs who are selective with other dogs or triggered easily by certain environments. Multi-dog households, it's often easier and sometimes more cost-effective to have a sitter stay with everyone at home than to board multiple dogs. If you're picturing your dog in any of those categories, in-home sitting can make their time without you much easier and more comfortable. I want this to be genuinely helpful, not just dog sitting is always the only answer. There are times when boarding might make more sense. For example, you're in a situation where it's truly not safe for anyone to stay in your home. Your dog is extremely social, loves being around lots of other dogs, and has a proven track record of thriving in boarding settings. You're working with a vet or specialized boarding facility for a very specific medical situation. If you do choose boarding, I recommend touring the facility in person, asking about staff-to-dog ratios, knowing exactly how much one-on-one time your dog will get, checking vaccination and cleaning protocols, understanding their emergency procedures. Whether you go with boarding or in-home sitting, ask questions. You're your dog's advocate. Now, let me walk you through what professional dog sitting looks like with us at the Comforted Canine, so you can see how all of this works in real life. Our partner dog sitters offer services like drop-in visits for dogs who are okay with being alone part of the day, but need walks, potty breaks, and some company. Overnight dog sitting, your sitter stays in your home overnight, usually arriving in the evening and leaving in the morning, so your dog isn't alone at night. And 24-hour live-in house sitting, our most comprehensive option where a sitter essentially moves in and is a consistent presence in your dog's daily life. Every service starts with a meet and greet. That's where you meet your sitter face-to-face. You walk the sitter through your dog's routine. Your sitter learns about your dog's personality triggers and quirks. Your sitter goes over feeding, walking, medication, and bedtime. The sitter reviews emergency contacts and any special instructions. It's about making sure it's a great fit for you, for your dog, and for the sitter. Our partner sitters are carefully vetted, insured, bonded, and background checked. They're true dog people, but they're also professionals. Reliability, communication, and respect for your home are non-negotiable for us. Your sitter also keeps you updated with photos, notes about how the day is going, confirmations of meals, walks, and medications. So you're not just hoping everything's okay, you can actually see how your dog is doing. Let me give you some practical tips, regardless of whether you use the Comforted Canine or another sitter in your area. Here's how to set your dog and your sitter up for success. Be honest about your dog's behavior. If your dog is reactive, nervous, or has bitten before, your sitter needs to know. We're not here to judge, we're here to keep everyone safe. Write out a clear routine. Include feeding times, potty schedules, usual walk routes, preferred harness or collar, and any cues or commands you use. Label medications and double-check dosages. Clear written instructions help prevent mistakes. Leave emergency contacts, your vet's info, a backup contact, and how you want decisions handled in a true emergency. Do a proper key or entry handoff. Test the keys, go through the alarm system together, and explain any quirks about your home. Sticky locks, tricky gates, all of it. Give your dog time to warm up. If possible, schedule a short visit or walk with the sitter before a longer stay so your dog isn't meeting them for the first time as you're heading out the door. These steps help any sitter deliver the kind of care you actually want for your dog. One of the biggest hesitations I hear from dog parents is, I'm nervous about having someone in my home while I'm gone, and that is completely understandable. Here's how we address that at the Comforted Canine. We thoroughly screen and background check our sitters. We carry insurance and bonding for added protection. Our partner sitters emphasize professional boundaries and respect your home. And we maintain transparent communication. You know who is in your home, when they're there, and what they're doing. If you're interviewing sitters, whether it's for us or for someone else, ask, how do you vet your sitters? Are you insured and bonded? What happens if my sitter has an emergency and can't make it? How do you handle keys, codes, and privacy? A professional service should be able to answer those questions clearly and confidentially. So, to sum it all up, boarding can work for some dogs, especially very social, adaptable ones. But for a lot of family dogs, staying at home with a professional dog sitter is less stressful, more comfortable, and often safer, both emotionally and physically. You get the bonus of house sitting, added some home security, and real-time updates that let you relax and actually enjoy your time away. If you're considering dog sitting and you're in one of our areas we serve, we'd love to match you with a dog sitter who you can meet with and your pup for a no-pressure meet and greet. And if you're outside our service area, I still hope this video helps you ask the right questions and choose the option that keeps your dog happiest and healthiest while you're away. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.